The next problem said, from the given table of competitors, share the competitors into different teams based on their scores, and any competitor that score less than 35 on the average will be eliminated. We have different teams, team A, B, and C is being given, okay? Without wasting time, let's quickly open the Excel sheet that has that particular problem, okay? So here is our Excel sheet that contains the names of the competitors, which we have 18 in number, okay? And we have our team A and team B and team C. For us to share these competitors is based on their average score. We use their average score to establish the conditions with which we will use to in the splitting, okay? Now you have team A and team B. Though a condition is not given, let's assume a condition is being given. Let's assume for you to be in team A, you must have, your score must be greater than 65 or 64. For you to be in team B, your score must be greater than 44. For you to be in team C, your score must be greater than 34. And for you to be eliminated, it means that you have less than 35, okay? Your score is less than 35, which means team A is that for you to be in team A, your score is from 65 to 100, okay? And this one, it means that your score is from 45 to 64, okay? And this means that your score is from 35 to 44. And here it means that your score is from 0 to 34, okay, for you to be eliminated. Now, without wasting time, let's get our average, okay? Average. And again, let's also get the status, because we need the status for the sharing, okay? Without wasting time, let's get the average, okay? So it is the average of the competitors that we'll use to determine the status of the competitors, okay, to note the particular team each competitor falls in. So the average, let's click on the cell we want the average to be. Let's say equal to average. As you're typing it comes up, click on it. Then you highlight the cells. We want the average to be taken from the first score through the third score. Then you close your brackets, you press your enter key, okay? If you look here, our average is on 4 places of decimal, but we want it to be on a whole number. We don't want any fraction. We don't want it to be on a decimal place. So you click on that cell, or let's highlight the particular column, because we are going to format that column so that our average will be on a whole number, okay? After highlighting, take your mouse pointer to this number group. You see this launcher here, click on it. Then you have a pop-up, a dialog box before you. Click on the number category. Then on the number category, you notice that the decimal places, you see decimal places. So click on the decimal places and take it to 0, okay? Then click on OK. So by so doing, we have formatted that particular column that it takes any value imputed will be on a whole number, okay? So now we have gotten the average. So let's replicate this particular function on other cell. How do we go about it? Just double click on this point here, okay? Double click on it, or you drag it to fill up the other cells, okay? So now we've gotten the average of the competitors with which we'll use to establish the other conditions, okay? For us to get the status here, we are going to use the if statement. We are going to use the if function, okay? What does it do? The if function allows you to make logical comparison between a value and what you expect. What do we expect? What are our expectation, okay? So it either brings a true or a false value. Okay, so now the false value does not mean that it's really exactly false, but it could be your expectation. Okay, so now let's see how we go about it. Let's use the if statement to establish this condition. Okay, so here you click your equal sign on the formula bar. Let's say if, and it pops up. Click on it. If, what is our logical test? Our test is that if this particular cell is greater than 64, that means the person should be in team A. Sorry, it means that the person should be in team A. Otherwise, if the condition is not met, then the person should be in, it means the person should be in team B. Okay, now let's press our enter key. So now we have established the first condition. Let's see how it looks. Okay, now we have team A and team B. We have succeeded in establishing the first condition, but we have not exhausted our problem. Okay, so we just have 2 teams, but the problem says it was split into 3 teams. Okay, so now for us to do that, let's go ahead and establish the second condition. Okay, we are going to establish the second condition, and for us to do this, we need to put another if statement inside this first if statement. A situation where you have an if statement inside another if statement inside another if statement, the logic is called nested. Okay, nested if statements. Okay, it's either you use the nested if statement or you use the IFS, that is the ifs. Okay, so for us to establish the second condition, now click on the first cell, take your mouse pointer to this point. I hope you can see my mouse pointer. Okay, here's my mouse pointer. Let's click our if the type on it. If, what's the second condition? If this cell is greater than 44, okay, it means that the person is in team B. Otherwise, the person is in team C. Person is in team C. Okay, then we'll close our brackets. I'll press our enter key. Okay, so we have established the second condition. Let's replicate it on other cells. Double click on this point, then you have replicated it on other cells. So now we have team A, team B, and team C. But even at this, we have not exhausted our problem, because looking at our average, there are some persons that might have below what? And below 35. Whether you will not it or not, we are going to exhaust what we have at our problem, okay, by establishing a condition that will also house that word eliminated. Okay, so now for us, let's proceed. So we are going to establish the third condition. Okay, so we are going to add another if statement inside this if statement. Okay, so now for us to do that, you take your mouse pointer to this place. Okay, now you say if, let's click here, if this cell is greater than, that is the C condition. Okay, is greater than 34, it means that the person is in team C. Otherwise, the person is eliminated. Let's say eliminated. Then let's close our brackets and press our enter key. Okay, so by so doing, we have succeeded in establishing the third condition. Let's double click to assume the other cells. So now we have replicated this function on other cells, and here we are seeing 2 eliminated, which implies that 2 competitors are being eliminated because they did not meet up the conditions. Okay, their scores are below 35. And looking at the average, you note that the two competitors that are eliminated, their scores are below 35. So by doing this, we have succeeded in exhausting the question we have before us by establishing the third condition. By so doing, we have exhausted the problem. Okay, we've been able to split the students, the competitors, into three teams. And from the three teams, we note that two competitors are being eliminated because their scores are less than 35. And that is what the question said. Anybody that has less than 35 should be eliminated. Okay, so you can either use your sort function or your filter function to filter out those in team A and team B, then team C, by sharing them accordingly. Okay, but the question did not ask us to go into that. Okay,
thanks for being with me thus far, and ensure you don't miss out in our next class. Share this link to everyone around you so they can be part of this free online training. If you don't need this package today, remember that others might, as more educational content will keep reaching you from this channel. Once again, I remain Deborah from Devitech. Don't fail to subscribe for notification on our upcoming videos. Thanks and bye for now.